All right, CFL power rankings for the week. Also, hello to Kimberly Carson over in the chat. What are your thoughts on the WNBA right now? Sorry if you have already covered this, but I got to know. I'll get to WNBA thoughts maybe later. But right now, looking at CFL power rankings. At number 9, it is the Edmonton Elks. This is a team that has so obviously struggled at different points, and we said there's some growing that needs to be done with this particular team. And while the end of the season, this team will probably be significantly higher than 9. Right now, they have developing they need to do, and they have a lot of figuring out. And they had a tough schedule to get this season started. I don't know if Saskatchewan is sitting with a perfect record if they had the right the schedule that Edmonton did. So we'll see if Edmonton gets to a bit more breathing room what happens, but right now it's been tough. At 8, it is the Toronto Argonauts. They looked dreadful and then somehow almost came back and beat Saskatchewan and then a heartbreaking loss. But it's still not a good football team. Injuries are ravaging them. They played very, very sloppy football and their coach is pissed about it. So nothing really setting up very well right now for the Toronto Argonauts. And I think it's going to be a little bit before it does. At 7, it is Ottawa. Perhaps an overcorrection from last week where I actually had Ottawa ahead of Calgary, and then Ottawa beat Calgary, and now I have Ottawa behind Calgary. But it was an ugly, ugly game out there. There isn't a whole lot that you can take away from that game at McMahon, and I still just have so many concerns about this Ottawa football team. At 6, it is the Hamilton Tiger Cats, just kind of ditto. I just have worries about them. At 5, it is the Calgary Stampeders. I think that they have a lot of talent here on this team. And while it was an ugly game, the weather was awful here in Calgary this week. I think there are a lot of positives that you can take from this team that will lead you to some success here in the future. And so I just think things are moving in the right direction out in Calgary. Before we get to the top half of the rankings, a reminder that it would be dope if you would share this with your friends. If you got some CFL friends in your life, share this with them, keep the debate going. The more the merrier when it comes to that conversation. At number 4, it is the BC Lions, as they come out and it's still not perfect for them. Another loss against Winnipeg. I still just view this as a better team than Calgary right now. And if the sun was shining and it was blue skies over McMahon on Saturday and the Stamps came out and put on the performance that we all thought they would, they're probably ahead of BC right now. But to that point, I still think that this is a better football team than Calgary, even though the results haven't been there. At 3, it's Saskatchewan. I still have so many questions about this team, even after a win on the weekend against Toronto. The defense, it bends a lot, and they don't get the big turnovers that they need as often as they did a year ago, and the pressure on the quarterback hasn't been as relentless as it was at times, so I have worries about that. The offense just falls asleep at several different points, and now they're taking penalties all the time. And the kicker can't hit a thing. So there are concerns about this team, but they're at 3-0, and it is still a very talented football team. At 2, it's Winnipeg. They have beat but one team this year. They've just done it twice, but a talented group and still the class of the West Division probably in the CFL. And at number 1, Davis Alexander goes down with an injury, so maybe this spot could be challenged by next week. But for now, the Montreal Alouettes are just so much better than everyone in Canadian football and definitely the most complete team in the CFL right now. Reminder that you can catch Couch Potato Diary wherever you get your podcasts, including over on Spotify, with new episodes dropping all week long. The live stream that we're doing right now, if you want to catch the podcast early, YouTube, Kick, Twitch, all of that, but can't always. So getting it on Spotify or over on Apple, always a good way to go about doing that. We had a couple of episodes on Monday, and this podcast you're listening to here is the Tuesday one.